Why don't you tell us, like, I guess what you kind of experienced, and then like what that kind of led you to think about.
So, we normally have these conversations about gender roles and the men wearing the pants and those kind of things. So, those are kind of the topics that, we don't discuss on a daily basis, We don't really talk about who really wear the pants in a relationship, okay?
Maybe something I don't know. Huh?
Yeah, I can put you on some games. I'm going to help you tonight. Okay?
There's one right answer. It starts with yes and it ends with ma'am or dear.
You heard it, right?
Hold on, put it on the mic. What she say again?
There's one right answer. It starts with yes and ends with dear.
Okay.
Whenever
Yes,
she
baby.
wants anything, it's yes, baby.
Yes, baby.
Yes.
That'll work. We can do that. We can do that.
Yes, baby. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
So,
dear.
I guess since it kind of came on the fellas, can we get a fella to kind of speak up for the guys? Since we got the ladies kind of teaming up on us, how do y'all feel, fellas, about gender roles or who should do what in a relationship or household? Y'all putting the pastor on the spot. Y'all putting the pastor on the spot. Anybody?
Get off the bus.
Alright, I got my brother King down here. He about to give a little answer, and give his opinion on gender role.
I think in a relationship, a healthy relationship, if there's no open line of communication, then there is no relationship. When you step into a relationship, you know that you're stepping into a partnership. And if you guys are not able to compromise to make each other's, to fulfill each other's happiness, then the relationship's going to fail. I don't really think when you're in a relationship, you have a role per se. The role is to be your partner's 50%. And if you're not bringing in your 50, then both of you are not at 100%. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I like that. So is it safe to say that we both wear the pants? Is that safe to say?
I think the pant is two legs.
Right, absolutely.
You kind of got to be the left leg, she got to be the right leg.
Absolutely.
So that's why everybody has the right arm and the left arm. The right
Absolutely.
arm feeds the left arm and the right leg feeds the right leg. So, they both coexist in the same movement.
That's what I'm talking
And they're
about.
going in the same direction.
Absolutely. In the same direction. That's
Same
it right
direction.
there. Yes, sir. Yes,
Every,
sir.
every king needs a queen.
Yes, sir.
I think
And every queen needs a king.
he kind of
Yes.
said, he kind of spoke kind of what I feel. I don't think it really matters how you get your 50%. Like, I know the old thing was the man has to provide, the woman takes care of the house. I don't think it necessarily matters, especially in today's day and age, like who's doing what, as long as you bring your 50 to the table, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. So the man can be taking care of the kids, cooking and cleaning and doing that stuff, and the woman, as long as y'all have to agree on, okay, this is what I need to support me. And I think that's really all that matters.
Agreed.
Dang, I was hoping somebody would say something a little controversial. Maybe, okay.
We got one.
We got our special guest, Mr. Bernard Wallace.
Speaking of controversy, I really believe if society is dictating one take the higher road and one take the lower road, then as long as you supporting each other in the end, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm comfortable, my wife makes more than me. It doesn't create any controversy in the relationship. I don't look at myself inferior or lesser. I just look at it like this. Somebody got to take the dominant road, somebody got to take the less dominant, but in the end, we both are representing each other, so we both are looking dominant and less dominant. It's a give and take situation. You know
Give
what I'm
and
saying?
take.
It's give and take. You gotta lose some to win some, and you gotta win some to lose some. So, but it's never nobody with a single title as who's in control and who's out of control. So, I think it's go both ways. So, you can't get more controversial than that. Anybody?
There it is.
I got
Okay.
She ready.
We got one more.
I believe the way the Bible says it. Even though society has changed, we change to do what we need to do. But for the real perfect, to have a woman that will be home, that can be home, that can take care of children, that can take care of home while that man goes out and works. Because the stress is out in the field. The man is built for the stress in the field. Women take on a lot of stress when they go out in the field, and they don't have to. I'm made to nurture my babies. I'm made to take care of my home. If that was all I had to do, if my husband come home to a clean house, clean kids, and everything done, and that's all I have to do, and he come home and he's done his work, if I had all day to do what I need to do, that's my work time, then when he comes home, I can have dinner cooked, we can have stuff done, the babies are done, so we can have our time. And when both working, both coming home tired, both trying to figure out what they're gonna do, it causes stress in the family.
In the relationship.
It causes stress. So if you want an ideal, people can't afford this thing because everybody wants so much stuff. But if you got to get away from having so much stuff and deal with the quality of life, then you could have a better life. But the society goes so far in left field until people don't know what that looks like anymore.
I kind of agree with that. I like that.
Perspective, sister. Sound like you got a good wife over there, brother. What's the answer? Yes, baby.
Yes, dear.
All right, I'm just going to back up what you said. You have to realize today's society and time and the way it is. Like the men of today are not like the men of yesterday. You know what I mean? Like my mother, and I'm from the 60s, we were taught to open the door for a lady. No matter even if it's your mom or your wife or anybody, a queen is a queen. So when you see a lady, you got a lady taking out on a date, dinner, a friend, open the door for her. You know what I mean? Like that's the reality of it. And we didn't got away from that. It got to the point to where guys feel they just as equal as women. So you can't really go out in the streets today and consume who's a gentleman or who is a gentleman in a relationship. Because at the end of the day, I work in a field where there's a lot of ladies and a lot of young men are around, and the ladies like be trying to handle things that they can't carry. But the young men walk by them and act like they don't even see them. You know what I mean? Where I come from the old school, so I'm overworking myself because I'm from the old school. I'm picking up the boxes and carrying the weight because I'm not going to let a lady do something that a man is capable of doing. We have our roles in this world we have to play. And I think that's the significance of it. We have roles as men and women in society. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to realize. Respect is respect. We're not equal. We're never going to be equal. We're all supposed to be treated as human beings and respect each other as human beings. And that's where we fall back from. So I think for gender, we need to respect women as queens and men as kings.
Speak. My name is Mike. I am Leo's brother-in-law. My question over that is, I guess this may be controversial, but if the woman wants to carry the box, do you let her carry the box, or do you try to force yourself on her? Like, man, let me get that.
She worked for it. If she went to college and she got her education and she did what she did, the workforce she does, and that's her box she's carrying, then that's hers. But in some cases, I mean, physical strength is a whole different thing. You know what I mean? I got females that I work with that has physical strength to do it. Now, if she wants to do it, I respect that. But for the most part, I'm not gonna let a woman lift a box if I can go by and lift the box for her. That's just, I would let my mother do it, so I ain't gonna let no other woman do it.
I feel what, and okay. But I feel what you were saying too, cause like I'll be at work, and that's how I was raised. Like you the man, you go in and you help that woman out, and get what she needs. So when I'm at work, we do we got the heavy tables and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, let me get all the heavy stuff, and she can get the light stuff. But the girls at work, they be getting a little offended sometimes. They be like, well, you think I can't carry the tent? So I see exactly what you meant by that too. Now let's see. Anybody? I see a lot of beautiful couples out in the audience. We got anybody that's single in the audience?
Woo!
Anybody?
By myself?
That's it?
Woo!
Okay. I want to ask the single folks what you kind of like would want out of a partner, like which anybody maybe have a perspective on maybe like what they envision their partner looking like or being like. Miss Shayla.
I would want my partner to be honest and compassionate and understanding, because those things are the hardest to find nowadays. Honest, just finding somebody who's comfortable within whatever they have going on. I don't want to change you. I want to meet you where you at so you can grow with me. We can grow together. But there's not a lot of that nowadays. It's all about social media, what you do and what you make and what's flashy, and that's not realistic. Yeah, that's not realistic to me. So compassion and understanding is more important than how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, what kind of job you got. You know, the crazy things that, you know, people think of these days. So that would be my ideal, you know.
Thank you for your perspective.
Oh, don't forget the jump too.
Now, before you give your point, I do want to announce two things. One, we have a jug right here. We're taking donations for the cause of PTSD. A lot of mothers, a lot of children, a lot of war veterans, a lot of people that just grew up in abusive households go through this, especially in the 757, and I think it's a very important cause. So if you find it on your heart to want to donate, you're welcome to drop something by the bucket. I'm gonna leave it right over here in this corner, so you may do so. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we got we got a lot of good giveaways for you guys today. We got some virtual reality speakers. We got an actual Bluetooth sound bar. And then we've got our special guest. His book name, his artist name is Peter Logan. So we're gonna auction off his book at the very end, and then we're also doing a raffle. We're gonna do a giveaway for some T-shirts, and we're also gonna do a raffle for some T-shirts. So we would really appreciate it if you wanted to support the raffle as well. The raffle tickets will be $1 for a ticket. It'll be $5 tickets for $4. So 5 tickets for $4 or $1 a ticket. So, you know, feel free to do that. Like I said, we got a lot of good prizes, so I love it if y'all felt the need to support both. With that being said, we were on our ideal partner, correct?
Yes.
What were you about to say? Tell me what you was about to say.
Might be a little bit controversial.
Speak up in the mic.
Well, my parents have been married for over 30 years at this point. But from, you know, just from my question, I guess it's more so a question, is marriage a necessity, or is it, you know, can I be with a girl and not have a ring and we still be in something committed?
And hey, you kind of get into
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you kind of get into our next topic.
I feel like marriage doesn't really, to me, it don't really say, oh, I'm gonna be faithful to you forever. Because I know plenty of you.
Oh, hold on. You said it. What did you say?
I said marriage doesn't mean you can say I do all day, but it really doesn't mean I'm gonna be faithful forever.
It's just on paper, basically. That's what you said. So you say basically people aren't honoring the contract of marriage, basically.
Right? Is it more so the law?
That's today's society. See what it is people have tried to change the truth. You know what I mean? But the truth is the truth. Like in reality, when a young man gives his heart to go down, like the craziest thing is when you get on that one knee, because you know that you're going to get on that one knee. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when you even if you decide you're gonna jump a broom, walk in some water together, whatever choice you do to create that bond, you make that decision. You know you're gonna make that decision. You made that decision. Okay. So marriage is only kind of like like a piece of paper in a sense. You still have a oath that you take when you join the union. You get what I'm saying? You take that oath, and once you take that oath, that's where you at. Some people are like my mother and father, for instance. My parents lived together for like 30 years before they got married. Right. You know what I'm saying? But when my mother got to the point, she was like, "This is it. Like I gave you 30 years. This is it. Record done. You're gonna take me somewhere in front of somebody. Somebody gonna stand around and get it. Like we gonna make this. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I just want you to, because you're young, you don't have kids.
Oh no.
But imagine if you had a daughter, and just imagine you have a daughter, she's running around with some little dude and he ain't gonna give his all. You gonna tell your daughter to go look on.
But that's what I'm saying. Does that necessarily mean the person's going to give their all?
You have to give your all what you commit.
But what he's trying to say is like you're saying that your moral obligation is to give your all. But he's saying that just because you have this contractual obligation doesn't mean that people will. It's a lot of dudes out here that'll go and he'll get engaged to his wife or his fiance and get married to her just so she'll feel content. Yeah, and he's still gonna run around and do the same BS he was doing when he was single.
I'm
So
gonna get
you know,
him.
that's when he's coming on.
And I understand it's a matter of maturity. I understand that too. If you're in a place in your life where you feel like you want to do that, but I don't feel like, honestly, I don't feel like marriage is for everybody.
It's not, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm a single dad. I raised my kids. I raised my kids by myself. Like my last child, I raised by myself from 13 months old. I've never been in a relationship, no serious relationship ever since. I never really looked for a serious relationship. I'm content with me. But until I feel like I need somebody, I'm gonna stay content with me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna brush your water. Don't brush mine. That's that. I ask for respect. You know what I mean? That's it. If we gonna do this, we gonna do this. But the day you get pushy with me, you just push me out the door.
We got another person that was ready to answer too.
To those who don't know, my name is King Zion. I have a show that I'm be doing called Sliding Skills. It is about relationships. So to answer the young man's question, from my perspective, I think in order to have a successful partnership and marriage, you need to learn to master the art of being single first. And the reason why I say that is because don't nobody know how to love you the best but you. Don't nobody know how to respect you the best but you.
Bless Zion.
Until you learn how to love yourself and know what's best for you, don't expect somebody else to come into your life and provide that service for you. You have to know how to do that for yourself first. Once you know how to respect yourself and love yourself, then somebody else can come into your life and see that naturally through you, because how you carry yourself is how people perceive you to be.
I love that. Also, I just wanted to kind of add on to it. In today's society, we define marriage by contract, a contractual agreement. Really, marriage is not a contract. A contract, people renege on contracts. People will tell you one thing and do another. Marriage is a covenant. It's a covenant that you make with God. So to me, with me and my wife, it's not because my wife is so fine and so fly that I don't cheat on her. It's not because she hold it down in the bedroom that I don't cheat on her. But it's because I love God more than I love her. And when God is your source, I'm more afraid of him than I am of stepping out on my wife. So when you enter into that covenant, and when you find your wife, you find the piece of you that's missing. That's what happened in the Garden of Eden. God brought Eve back to Adam, and he said, this is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Then God himself said, the two shall become one. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, cleave unto his wife, and the two shall become one. I'm done. I ain't come to preach tonight. I'm here to have a good time.
Like that. That was real. My thing is, I think that marriage has changed over the years. So what used to be something very sacred and important and very real, you know, and very honest is now watered down to, if you, as you said, you know, do I feel obligated to my partner? When back in the day, if you got married, obligation was definitely there. Like, you felt the obligation. You didn't have to think about an obligation. You knew that that was your partner and that's who you was going to spend the rest of your life with. There's people that don't even believe in divorce. They just move into other houses next door to each other and make it work some way or another. So, you know, I agree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's watered down, though. Very much so. So if we bring it back to the, you know, old days of marriage where, you know, you can't get divorced after 30 days, or you can't get divorced after the first year, or you can't get divorced after the 5th year, I think it'll be a lot way different than what it is today.
Amen. I love that perspective too. Like, lock them in. Lock them in. You sign it, lock them in. You know. But now, I do want to ask. We have our artist that just walked in the building. I'm gonna walk up with some of her art. She's gonna walk up with some of her art. And then I'm gonna ask her that question of, like, what's her opinion on, like, marriage and where it's at and how she feels about it. So this is Miss Samaya Whitney. I know I'm putting you on the spot, but yeah, you know I had to put you. So thank you, baby, thank you. So what's your opinion on, like, marriage and where that's going and, you know, stuff like that? Like, how do you feel?
Well, I feel like a lot of times, like right now, it's kind of like a trend. like people were getting married for just like maybe it's like in style or something. So I don't, I feel like people are taking it very seriously, like that they used to be back in the day. Now it seems like the divorce rate is over 50%, and it's just, I don't feel like it's like sacred. Like I walked in what you were saying, and I was agreeing what she was saying too. Like if they would put more stipulations on it, like after you can, once you married, you married. People would be thinking about it a lot more seriously before they started doing that.
Thank you. She handled that very well. Alright, so like I said, I got some of her art right over here. I'm gonna pick that up. Anybody else before we? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Just real quick, what y'all are saying, I hear you say that, marriage has changed, but you know what? Marriage never changed. People change.
Yes.
Their quality changed. Their love changed. But marriage has been constant through the ages. And another thing that I picked up over there was people saying, my 50 and your 50 is not my 50 and your 50. It's my 100 and your 100 coming together. But I don't want no half a man. I want 100%. You know what I'm saying? You want your whole thing. When people come 50-50, something wrong with you. I got to try to build you up. Right. No, so get your 100 together. Find who you are first, and then let's come together.
That was good.
I think one of the major things that has really happened, people don't really understand love. Another thing that happens a lot of times, our concept and understanding of love has been so distorted by society and things around us that we have missed the true meaning of being together, as you said before, like and being one. The preacher was saying, which is true, it's a covenant. But the key is, like you just said right now, you haven't met anyone. But I say to you right now, one day, let's say you run into somebody and you really, truly love them, then something's going to transpire within your mind, your thoughts, and that's another thing that's very important. The way you think now, 10, 15, 20 years from now, you're not going to think the same way. And see, that's the other part that I think that we miss. We don't realize that what makes a marriage successful is time. It's things that you go through. It's your suffering. It's your hard time. It's getting to the point that after a while, when you come to the realization that the person that you're with really is your best friend, somebody there to help you and support you. And as you start going through those things, that's when your mind changes and you start seeing a relationship deeper than just the surface. So most people today, what they see in a relationship is surface. You don't really know nobody until you really start living with them, spending time with them, and then you start seeing the real person. And then when you finally, like I said, the key is being in love first originally. And that's what happened. Too many people get together and, oh, I love you, but they don't really know what love is. Like she's saying, it's more of a lust thing. A love thing is something that transcends time, situations, nothing can stop it. And it's back, like you said before, the same way that you love your spouse. If you got a love relationship with God, you're going to know how to love that spouse. And then it develops for God.
Thank you for your perspective. Alright, so I think we had a real good conversation on that. I think we had a lot of shared perspectives. I think everybody's kind of, I ain't gonna say that, but I think everybody had a lot of strong things, and I think everybody, one way or another, looks like everybody's pretty satisfied in their lives. I'm hoping that everybody's